The anything theorist who theorize about anything.
Welcome, fellas. I am Jacob M, and I shall be your theorist for today. The trailer for CrownedCinema's upcoming Machinima movie dropped, called Hiraeth, and there's a lot to go over. I can tell about 90% of the viewers never imagined the movie being a Remember Afton spin-off. That's a lie. That took most of us by surprise and shock. What was Stripez cooking when writing this?
Wait. Huh?
Jeez.
Wait, William?
Those ugly faces.
Wait, what's that, William?
It's a common voice. He's awake.
What? Wait. Huh? Wait, no. This isn't Remember Afton.
This one fried our entire team's brains. The theories are wild, and there is a lot to go over. With Remember Afton in the light of this film, the stronger the multiverse theory becomes regarding the Crowned Cinematic Universe, which is scary, but absolutely interesting. Lucky for you, we have simplified this entire mess of a timeline of events for you as we go frame by frame and talk about this masterpiece of a trailer. Your theories and predictions matter, so sit back, relax, grab some pink lemonade, and enjoy our earliest review of the Hiraeth trailer. Let's start with the first few seconds, where we have our first glimpse of Phineas Taggart, and also this mysterious man in a red shirt. Wonder who that man is. No, I'm just playing. That's William Afton. They're just talking. Seems like they're both talking a lot about robots and models. Yeah, not a whole lot to go on this one, but it's likely that Phineas was teaching William about robotics and such. You know, this new math teacher is learning so much from him. Likely that William is learning about robotics from Phineas. In episode 1 of Remember Afton, William mentions that his first job was a 10th grade math teacher, which included everyone hating him.
Look, I know I sure wasn't when I got my first job.
Yeah, when you were a math teacher for the 10th grade.
I mean, 10th grade math is equal to trauma, so... Anyways, Phineas mentors William Afton in the creation of the superior model, which they are talking about in the trailer. Both of them wanted to collaborate and be ahead to make a creation that they are both proud of, or for certain motives or purpose. Perhaps killing some drug dealers, I don't know. Therefore, a collaboration of William and Phineas sometime between the film is to be expected. Alright, now that that's out of the way, first we've seen William, but how about Big Bad Lenny, huh? Of course, we need to sort out the RA timeline with Hiraeth's too. Yeah, it's a piece of work, but oh well. With all the scenarios we see in the trailer, it's not difficult to tell that Hiraeth takes place. And that is, my friends, before the events of Remember Afton. That's right, years before Evan got shot by a white... This is before Evan got shot by white boy Cody, and this is probably far before his birth. Let's just get that out of the way. This is 100% a prequel, and with that, we start with Lenny. Lenny is, of course, younger than he is in Remember Afton during 1992, which in the RA era, he is 23. Considering he's a teen in Hiraeth, means he would probably be approximately, let's say, 17 to 18 years old. Why not younger? Because, I mean, kidnap the grown man, with or without the help of others. It's just Lenny. He's him, to put it simply. We can say that maybe Hiraeth takes place during maybe 1986, 1987, or sometime before. The ages of others isn't something we can tell at the moment, but we can take into consideration as with some characters, Evan is 15, turning 16, so we can say that maybe William is late 30s, not sure. Another factor that tells us this is a prequel to Remember Afton is the introduction of the character Lucky, but I'll get into that in a bit. According to an old project directed by CrownedCinema, or Crowned Pixel as it used to be, called Eyes of the Slain, Phineas and his wife eventually went their own separate ways, and by the trailer we see two kids, Isabel, and who we think is named Jake. The relationship between Jake and Phineas has never come to light, Only the agony of Phineas's love for Isabel is even showcased in the FNAF book. We could say that in this frame, 46 seconds in, that Phineas is taking custody of Isabel, while Jake is beside his mother as she leaves. Seems like a heated conversation's going on. Most of Phineas's issues and overwhelming emotions arise from this scenario of his family breaking down and him missing his son and his soon-to-be deceased daughter, creating agony within. All the agony is making us gloomy, ain't it? Well then, let's get back to something a little more fun and exciting. Implementation of a theory that is a backbone in Remember Afton that can be used in Hiraeth 2. Yup. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Color Theory, a Stripes Playz favorite. This ain't much of a serious, hardcore theory. It's just a fun way to contrast with the old Eyes of the Slain series and the new Hiraeth. Phineas in Hiraeth has muddy green eyes, while in Eyes of the Slain, he had emerald green eyes. This might not only because of the remodel of Phineas and because his mindset is different in these two videos. Hiraeth does display the time period when Isabel was alive, therefore his eyes are muddy. But in Eyes of the Slain, it is clearer and more vibrant, showing the effect of the loss of his daughter and how grief has impacted him. Not saying that Phineas's eyes shall suddenly change color in the film, but we do notice a difference. In the multiverse theory of the CrownedCinema cinematic universe, this happens a lot with remodeling of characters. Example being Grayson having blue eyes in the Grayson Project a few years back, and having brown eyes in Remember Afton. It's just a fun, intricate detail we hardcore cinema fans notice. And by cinema, CrownedCinema. I personally recommend taking some time off and watching the old, Eyes of the Slain music videos, just for leisure and for fun, Indulge yourself, please. But in the FNAF books, Phineas is a scientist that does experiments and categorizes different human emotions, but the real question is he going to stay the same, or is it going to change in Hiraeth? Anyways, attention to all Lenny lovers, I'm talking to you, Cobalt. Back to the screen. In the trailer, it is revealed that Lenny in the movie is a henchman for his boss, Lewis, aka Lucky. But when revealed to be the possible murderer of Isabella, it clearly tells us how he was just like Cody, remorseful and wanting to get out of this business. He clearly shows regret in this clip right here.
I'm getting sick of this shit.
It shows us just how he's timid and just regretful as Cody was when he shot the white boy down, which that's tragic. We can speculate that Hiraeth will show a more timid and innocent side of Lenny that's very similar to Cody. Even Lenny says it himself.
I used to have an old boss. His name was Lucky. And back then, I was just like you.
It's for certain that the Stitchwraith being behind Lucky's death, as Lucky is clearly no more.
It wasn't because he wanted the best for everyone. No. It's because he was a monster. A cold-blooded monster. And it took a bigger monster to take him down.
In episode 6 of Remember Afton, it is revealed to Cody that before Lenny left Lucky's group, Lucky wanted a girl dead for stealing money.
One time this girl stole $500. So he wanted her dead. But I kept asking why. Why do that to someone so innocent?
There is a very, very high chance that girl is Isabel. She appears as a character in the original Eyes of the Slain music video, in which is thrown off a building within the first 30 seconds. Lucky, being the person responsible for Isabella's death for stealing, is also the core harvester of Phineas's motive to create such a machine that kills the man responsible for his daughter's death. Lenny said that Lucky was a monster, cruel and vile, but only a bigger monster could take that one down. And that bigger monster was probably the Stitchwraith. In order for Phineas to successfully attempt to avenge his daughter, causing Phineas to spiral into a Hiraeth. Ooh, he said it! He said the thing! That's the name of the... I like how this small little scene of episode 6 gave us just a strong gist and a general idea of what Hiraeth is going to be like. Bravo, Vince! The scene where they show Lenny with a gun is probably the Shark Gang searching for Isabel in the woods where she ran. It's shown that Isabel does trip on a rock in the woods and probably gets injured. We don't know how equipped Lenny is with the gun during the time period, but hey, repetition of Remember Afton, who knows, man.
Speaking of Remember Afton,
Wait.
Missed me? Haha, don't worry. Good news is that I'm not going anywhere. If you want to take that as good news or not. I am so thrilled to see our Remember Afton theory doing so well, especially being the first video of this channel. Man, thank you guys so much. But wait, I cannot help but notice here, fellas, that 66% of you viewers are not subscribed? Why aren't you guys subscribed? Anyways, if you want to see more videos where I drive Jacob crazy with our theories, please hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. Theorizing about CrownedCinema content has been tiring. That is why we've got some more theories planned up for you guys on other content. So when we hit 150 subs, we're gonna start working on a theory video that you Minecraft lovers would indeed love. But hey, the video isn't over yet.
Wait.
There's still more.
What do you mean there's more? I'm not supposed to... Okay. Yeah. We really do question the strength of these young adults. Like, this kid have a grown man. Like, what? I don't know what kind of protein shakes or pink lemonade these guys are having. But why did Lenny and the Shark Gang kidnap Phineas in the first place? Well, the possibilities for this one are endless, as it could have been because of a controversial case with Isabel, or maybe something regarding the Stitch Wraith, or any sort of technological project, or simply because they wanted to extract money out of him and strike an illegal deal. Technical Shark Gang stuff, you know. Maybe Lucky bribed Isabel that if she didn't pay up those $500 she stole, he'd kill her father. Like Lenny said, regardless of how attractive this man right here might be, he's still a monster. It's always the good-looking ones, isn't it? Stripes, I hate you so much for making me say that. Holy crap. You better keep that in the video, Oliver, by the way. Now let's take a moment to shift the spotlight to Jake, who, like, once again, no bias, best character in the series, the son of Phineas. In the old Eyes of the Slain, in the second episode, also known as Delusional, there were a bunch of characters introduced before the cancellation of the music video series. One of these characters being Jake. He might just be an important factor to Hiraeth, as we've noticed the name Jacob written on the mask of the Stitch Wraith. From personal experience, the nickname Jake almost always means Jacob, as I went by that for about the first 10 years of my life, so it's pretty safe to say these are the same characters. This might show Phineas try to connect Jake with the Stitch Wraith. Could the robot have been a little present for him? Jake, as a young boy, obviously would be into comics, and Phineas mentions that the mask does resemble a comic book villain.
Whose ugly face is that?
It's a comic book villain.
You read comic books?
So maybe the Stitch Wraith was a positive thing for Jake as his favorite villain. Or a model created to purge? Who knows? Probably because Phineas is upset about his divorce and wants his ex-wife to pay, bloodthirsty for revenge. The Stitch Wraith was meant to kill the mother and kidnap Jake because Phineas wanted him back after Isabel died in the original Eyes of the Slain series. Or there is a conflict between Jake and Phineas and he wants to murder his son. I don't know. Welcome to Remember Afton, where we have lots and lots of mentally insane fathers. And that brings us to the last theory of the trailer. Which, this video was a short one, although short things aren't uncommon among the team. Well, after all, this is just the trailer. But we still wonder, who could be the infamous Stitch Wraith? It is a little too early to say, but right now all arrows point to Isabel, as she would have been agonized after being murdered, and only a soul with a strong dose of agony can possess a robot. Seeking vengeance after Lucky and cause turmoil for Phineas, with Lenny also considering Lucky as a monster. Literally everyone's gonna go after him like a dog. We love Father Lenny. But It's an open-ended question for the entire community to think about, and whose soul is in what robot, or what person is inside a robot. Oh! Or if it's just some simple FNAF remnant. As a viewer, an excited waiter of the film, and as a community whole, we all extend our heartfelt gratitude to Crowned and his team for bringing out such a lovely official trailer to purge our boredom and give the channel a purpose to create more content for you all. I think we've all been a little too serious here today, haven't we? What about the jokes? What about the giggles? Well, I'm sure with the more sneak peeks and the more trailers and teasers we get, there's gonna be some funny commentary on the movie and more Minecraft creators to come. We wish the Hiraeth production the best of luck and applause for their beautiful effort. And hey, what about our other Remember Afton pals, Henry, Faith, and Clyde? They gonna show up in Remember Afton? Are they gonna show up in Hiraeth? Hopefully. I don't know. I don't mean to plagiarize or anything, but that's just a theory. An anything theory! Thanks for watching. I have a bomb strapped to my...